Hello, the purpose of this video is to give a brief overview of this 16-week online course template that I've created. I'll also explain how to use it, and I'll explain how to import content into your own shell if you'd like to. So the idea is I've created this template for an online class to save instructors a lot of time. So I've created buttons, I've created all these links to other areas of the course, I've created an outline of everything that you need for an online class, and then you would just have to import it into your shell and edit it how you see fit. I'll talk about how to import it at the end of the video. So you'll see this is the home page. I have the home page set to be just like a content page, a place to put information. There's a little image at top that I suggest that you replace with your own image that reflects your course. And then you'll see there's a good amount of content or text that's highlighted in italics. Anytime you see this highlighted italic text, this is just meant to be a guide for you to replace it with your own text that's appropriate for your course. So there's a welcome message. You can see at the bottom of this homepage there are these different buttons that will take students to the different areas of the course, and they actually work. And then if you import this into your template or your shell, it would work for you too, because I've created the buttons and the links in such a way that they will import into another shell. So there's a button that says start here. That's going to take students to like a page that talks about welcome to our course. There's a link to the syllabus area of the course, there's a link to the modules area of the course, and there's a link to the announcements area of the course, since these are areas that students are likely to visit often. So once again, this homepage is just set to be a page that has welcome information and then links to other important areas of the course. And then another important area I want to show you is the syllabus area of the course that I built out. It's a little overwhelming when you just copy and paste an entire, sometimes 10-page syllabus into the syllabus area, and it becomes so overwhelming that students are likely not to be able to find what they need and maybe even just ignore it. So I think this is set up in a really clear way for students. At the top, there's a link to download the actual syllabus file. In this case, I just have a link to a sample syllabus, a sample online syllabus. There's an About Me area where you would input information about yourself. There's contact information where you'll put your contact information. There's an area where you talk about your weekly real-time webinars through things like Confer Zoom, where you can put your information about when you'll meet that way. There's information about the Canvas support number. And then there's links to all these different pages that I've created about these different important areas of our course or the syllabus. So there's a page about course description, there's a page I created about learning goals, and each one of these pages will take you to a page I already created where you can just fill out the information for your class. So for example, here, there's a little template where it just tells you what to put even in the highlighted italic text that you want to write to your students, a course description, catch their attention, and explain how the knowledge and skills they're learning in your class will help them now or in the near future. And I'm going to go back to the syllabus area so you can just see that there's links to all these different pages: course description, learning goals, course materials, important policies that students are likely to want to access throughout this semester, and so they might want to look at the attendance policy, and this gives them a way to really quickly click on that from the syllabus area. And also support, so things like information about tutoring, which I filled out for you already, about NetTutor, about in-person tutoring resources, things like that. And then you'll also see, hopefully it's not cutting it off at the bottom of my video, there's also a little area where there's a link back to the syllabus and the modules at the bottom of each page. So this syllabus area is just a really user-friendly way for students to get all the important information, and it still allows them to download the entire course syllabus up here. And then the final area I want to show you, in this template is the modules area, because I built that out too. So there's already an outline created for full 16-week course. You could delete weeks if you had a shorter term, a summer term or 8-week course. You could delete those extra modules, but all 16 weeks are built out. And then at the bottom is a module with Canvas guides that point students to information about how to do things that they're likely going to have to do, things like update their profile, submit an assignment, view their grades, things like that. But I want to go a little bit more in depth into this week 1 orientation module that I've created. It starts with a welcome page called Welcome to Our Course, where you can just fill out this information for your own course. I'm going to click through the next buttons to show you what's next in the module. And then every week starts with a what we'll do this week page where they get this little banner. You can see that all the banners look the same. It's kind of nice to create a sort of brand for your class, and all these banners are already pre-made for you in the template. And so every week it says what we'll do this week. It'll start off with the week's goals and then the week's to-do list, so you can point out to students, first read this chapter, second watch this video, third complete this discussion, so on. Every week has a page that says this. And then in this orientation model, we also get a page where you as the instructor write a little bit about me. It just helps, we already did it on the syllabus page, but it just helps reinforce this information for students. It's a really good idea to add a photo of yourself so students get to know you. There's also, then takes students to this a little bit about you discussion, where it's kind of like their check-in assignment where they'll be doing a discussion where they talk about themselves, and you can customize the prompt for your class. Then we can get a page called a little bit about our course, and this is an ideal place to put something like a welcome video. So I put an example of several welcome videos here, a couple that I created, and then a couple from other schools of seeing what other teachers in other disciplines have done. And then also in this orientation model, we get another page that's a reminder of the syllabus. You can put the syllabus file here. Seems redundant, but students need to have multiple places to access the syllabus. And then next in this module, as I wait for it to load, internet's being a little slow. Let's see. Yeah, the next thing in this module is a page called, here it is, what you'll need to get started, where you can reinforce what the weekly to-do list is, and you can also talk about any resources students might need, including library resources, tutoring, things like that. And then next in this module is a Q&A discussion where students can post and answer questions. You can answer questions. And then lastly, in this week one module is this week's summary. And this is also contained in every module. Every week ends with a page where there's this week's summary banner, and then you can add the text of kind of summarizing what happened that week and kind of looking forward to what the course will be moving on to in the next week. It just helps to have these little signposts to let students know, oh, I finished this module, get a little wrap up, and get a preview of what's going to happen next week. So I'm going to go back to this modules page. And so you can see all those things were in that orientation module, so it's pretty packed there. But all you have to do is already set up. You just have to fill in the information for your course. And then from then on, every week includes the what we'll do this week. There's a place to put a discussion, and there's a summary page too. So those are already created, built in for you. You would just have to then add any resources, any assignments, quizzes, etc. that students need that week. But all this is already built out for you, and every week just looks nice. It has that consistent look of having the same banners, the same format. It just makes it really predictable and easy for students, so they are focusing on the course content rather than where do I find this week's assignments, what am I supposed to do this week. It's a nice clean design so students can have the best experience possible. So now I'm going to quickly talk about how to get this template imported into your shell if you'd like. Easiest way is just to ask me to do it, and I'd be happy to do it. I can even create a little practice shell for you if you don't want to commit to importing it into your actual course Canvas shell. I can just create a little practice shell for you if you want to kind of mess with the template and see if it would work for you. Totally do that. Another way is to go here in Canvas Commons. So on the left side, whenever you're logged into Canvas, no matter what shell you're in, you can click on Commons there. That'll take you to this page where you'll get this little search bar, and all you have to do is type in LASC and it'll bring you to our course template. This is the one that I created. I put it in Canvas Commons so everyone can access it. And then if you'd like to import it, you just select the shell that you would like to import it into and click Import into Course, and it will import the entire template into your shell. One other quick note, because I have a feeling people might be curious, I created those little banners if you're interested in this website called Canva, C-A-N-V-A, canva.com. It's free, and you can create your own customized banners if you want to have a specific look. If you don't want to use that specific button or that specific look that I did in my template, you can create your own too. So I highly recommend looking into that, and I'd be happy to help in person if anyone wants a little lesson in how to use Canva. Okay, so I really hope that this template will be useful, and I hope I can help if you need any help with how to use it. Thanks.